And there's also a meeting clash, so I guess a bunch of people aren't showing up to this today, which is sad, but all right, Andy, let's go. Okay. Or I can go ahead and just record a local copy. Sorry, Okay, great. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today for our May add-ons show and tell. We skipped last month and we've got a meeting conflict internally. So we have a short crew here today. It's me, Sylvain, Luca, and Andreas, and our wonderful broadcaster, Andy. So thanks everybody for joining us. We've got one sign up so far, so I'm going to turn it over to Sylvain, who's going to tell us a little bit about a presentation he's going to be giving to some students. Take it away, Sylvain.
All right, thanks, Caitlin. Yeah, tomorrow, Friday, this week, I got a presentation for some students in a class in a cégep in Quebec. Cégep is between, let's say, high school and university for here. It's 2 years mandatory school before going to the university, or you can do 3 years and do and get a technical course, for example, in programming if you want to. So those are the students into these technical groups, and they are going into web development, web programming, and mobile development as well. So I'll talk a little bit about web programming. I'll talk about open source as well. They want to hear about what I did for Mozilla for the past few years, and I'll tell them about extensions, what I do for as volunteering for Mozilla, and the web development in general that I'm doing at the office as well. That's about it. It will be in French. I'm not sure if it will be recorded, but for sure I can talk about how it went and the questions I had in our next meeting.
Is any part of it going to be like asking them to do anything technical, or is this more like you're sharing like sort of your personal experience and career growth with the group of students?
I'm sharing my experience, how it is to work as a programmer. They don't have any experience yet into programming. So they are starting, I think they will start this summer or maybe in September, their 3 years programming technical class. So they don't have any, maybe some have technical knowledge into programming, but most of them don't. So it's more about what it is as a day-to-day life to be a programmer, and what kind of job is there out there for them. And what I've started to do my presentation, I'm almost finished, but the center point is to, I want to merge the way of, you don't need to have a lot of, you don't need to have, to get knowledge into programming for your first job. You can help yourself with open source projects. You can go on GitHub, find a project that you like, find nice easy first bugs and fix them, and get a name into yourself and get to know the community.
Make some friends, practice those pull requests, do a little bit of programming.
Exactly. Yeah. So it should be fun.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, that sounds really great. We asked Luca and Rob to do something a little similar with historically Black university and college earlier this summer. So Luke, they were a group that didn't have, I think they were still computer science students, but I think they didn't have a lot of front-end programming experience. So Mike Hoy was doing a project that was gonna like help them design and then build an extension which is exciting. But then they learned about inner HTML, which, less exciting. But Rob and Luca talked to them about their careers and like what it was like to work on Firefox and be engineers.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Luca, you're on mute.
I was going to link that because that I was reminding the same thing while Sylvain was talking. So I wanted to link those two presentations. This is one, but there is another one that is more similar to the topic that Sylvain was saying. This is the second one, was a demo session, Sylvain, about like how to pick up a good first bug in Firefox and fixing it. So it was like a session while we showed them how we would do it. So Rob was reviewing it. I was like the contributor in that presentation. But there is another one that was the first, that was like a career, open source career, something like that was, oh yeah, I found it. Okay, so let me share it. It is open, right? Should be open to anyone with a link.
The first link I can open.
Okay, let me link the second one.
Just gonna briefly share this because this looks, this is like,
Yep, this are the two.
All right. And do you mind if I show those to the students tomorrow?
Is consider it Creative Commons. You can use whatever you want as long as its CC attribution is like respected, and I'm sure we will. So
all right. Yeah,
it's up to you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitively integrate those two links into my presentation about open source tomorrow.
And I was talking, use whatever you want from here. It's doesn't matter. It's more important that you provide to the students as much as useful information they can get. So I'm happy for you to use whatever you think is useful there.
Perfect. Thank you.
As a side thing, I recall it that we landed the Firefox container restriction, a first set of that experimental feature we were describing the last time we met. Richa was presenting the internship results. The patch were not landed yet at that time, so I thought that it would be useful to give an update. So we landed that in 90, but consider it that is still an experimental feature. The preferences are hidden one, so they basically they are not defined. You have to create the preferences to experiment that. Obviously, don't keep it enabled in your real world profiles because that would trigger a number of things that are unfinished. But like this could be interesting if someone wants to see how that may go to look like, and maybe interesting in contributing more changes because there are more APIs that needs to be adapted. Richa at the moment is working on content scripts. That is another big piece that needed to be adapted, and probably also like the more complex one because it needs to be also updated on the C++ part that is matching the document being loaded. So that would require a bit more changes in delicate places. There may be other APIs that need to be tweaked, but we think that after the content script, probably we may also look like in what kind of UI should be provided to manage this feature. That will still be experimental until we are also got like some kind of sign off from product and UX on proceeding to implementing it as a stable feature, even if maybe disabled as default as the container themselves. So that's obviously will happen later, and it's not still clear what they will look like. But if you are interested in this topic, these are useful pointers for it.
I'm super excited. I owe Risha a blog post, a blog about her internship. And going forward, we're going to ask the interns to write a blog post for our blog. We're gonna make them do the writing.
Well, she is still pretty active because she is still the internship technically is ended, but she expressed she wanted to keep working on it as long as she had time for it. So she's still pretty active. You can still catch her.
Oh, good. No, I'll write this one for her. But next time, if she lands the full feature, she can write the full blog post.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, very good. Andreas, do you have any updates that you'd like to share with the group?
Not at the moment.
Okay, legit.
Maybe another thing that we can mention, I mean, we already announced it, is the deprecation of the draw window web API and the replacement for it. I think we can link it here in case someone looks at the. Yeah, let me paste it. Can I paste it? Yeah.
Oh,
sorry. I did.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Yes, that we are, yeah, that has been deprecated and we don't have a removal date yet, but it's targeted for some time later this year. I'm trying to think if we have anything else. I don't think we have any other notes for where are we? We're currently in 88 on release. So 89 is getting released on June 1st.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's coming up very quickly. And then 90 has been delayed, I think, the 90 release schedule. So 89 will be around for a little longer.
Yeah, there are at least 2 weeks longer for the 90 cycle. So I think that will reflect. I'm not sure if the beta for 90 will be also longer. I don't think so. So I think there will be only 2 weeks later than usual.
Okay, cool. I know I owe some updates about the Web Extensions API to the developer release notes. It's on my list for today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
No, I don't
ready.
think there is any big change. This deprecation was like something that we wanted to do up front. It's not that it's broken right now. It will be broken when Fission is going to be available for general population.
Yeah. The oh, sorry, I just had, oh, you know what's probably going to be available today, if it's not already, is the AMO A/B test for the stronger download Firefox now link. But I imagine that's why most of AMO isn't here, is today is the AMO push. And maybe something
Stuart
else
had
is
a
going
meeting,
on.
so it's possible that
Okay.
there was that meeting at the same time of this one. Yeah, pretty
Okay.
sure that is the case.
Okay. So that'll be exciting to see how the A/B test goes. Very cool. Well, last call. Anything else that anyone wants to share or show? Excellent. We saw Sylvain's dog. We heard my cat. He's been doing that for between like 5 and 7 hours a day, and it's not going great.
It may be a side effect of your shot. Like you do the shot and the cat starts screaming.
And the cat starts screaming. Yeah, that, you know, I hadn't considered that, but I keep waiting for the lasers to come out of my fingers. Hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. Well, it's very good to see everybody. Thanks for joining us for kind of a short show and tell, but really good to touch base and see some of the awesome stuff that's going on. Sylvain, have a lot of fun in your presentation tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm sure the kids are going to learn a lot and have really good questions for you.
Should be fun. Thanks.
Very good. All right, everybody, take care. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
y'all.
Thank you, Caitlin.